We are live. Y'all see CC is driving today, and of course it's CC today. It might be something else tomorrow.
Ah, oh man. Oh, this is cold. This is cold. Okay.
Michelle,
Huh?
huh?
What'd you say?
Hold on. There I am. Hey Sierra, can you hear me now? Hello?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, I can hear you. I can hear you. How's your day going? It's Friday, man. We done made it through the week. How's your day going?
Pretty good. I've been spoiled today, so I'm happy.
Spoiled.
Yes.
What you been
You know,
what
Staff
you been doing?
Appreciation Week.
Is what?
Getting gift cards and eating.
Oh, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Well, enjoy it then. I'm glad you enjoying it.
How
So
was
how's your
yours?
week go? How was your week?
It was pretty productive. Can't complain.
Can't complain.
Nope.
Man, blessed to still be here. Blessed to still be here.
Absolutely.
Um, we only got like a few weeks of school left.
Yep.
Do you know my son is graduating?
Oh, I can't.
My
No.
Gavin Wavin is graduating.
I can't.
Man, you don't know how proud I am, man. That means all my kids officially graduated high school. I don't know what they dumb ass did after that. But they graduated my high school. All of them did that. Then they don't play that shit. You got to at least give me that diploma and understand everyone that graduated, their diploma was mine
Oh.
because because everything that happened before you was 18, I took care of. I paid the bills up front. So that diploma belonged to me. You went to that school, earned that diploma for me, proving that I did my job as a parent to get you through school. So I got to get my diploma. I got every one of my other kids' diploma. As soon as Gavin gets his, I'm getting his. Yeah, I don't play that. I don't play that. All my kids know that. That's a rule in my house. Plus, it's like what Sierra, what is it like? It's like what it's like an award or something. It's stuff that you put on your wall and you always got praise about. Your kids graduate.
Your greatest achievement.
Yeah, when you used to go to your grandmother's house, you used to always see diplomas and all type of shit. Well, some of them had stone diplomas and shit, but hey, it still was a diploma.
Or like Nick Cannon says, oh, my baby got another A. Yes, she did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna be honest. My hardest thing is just realizing that Gavin is actually gonna be an adult now. What's up, Pat? I got you, man. Don't worry about that. I got you, man. I've been sick most of the day, but I'll call you when I get off this live. I ain't been feeling well today. I ain't been feeling well all week. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My stomach problem been giving me a lot of problems, but I'm trying to get better at it. But we did come on here today, man. We did come on here and talk a topic with y'all today. We always got something to talk shit about and everything. And before we even get started, we're gonna have a moment of silence for Kevin Samuels. And before we get started, let me say that as a whole, I think as a whole unit, we're praying for Kevin Samuels' family, his daughters, whatever family he has, his mother, who I definitely read a story on earlier today. We're definitely praying for his family. Our topic today isn't here to bash him. You know what I'm saying? It's here to allow hopefully give some respect to the man's name. You know what I'm saying? I hear some people, some women saying some comments out there. Um, I, something like I think one of the comments was I never wish death on nobody, but I don't really care if I can't remember how she put it, but it was being bad. You know, a lot of people have really been commenting on it ever since it started opening up. Women in commenting. Like I said, yesterday's social media was blowing up just about him alone, and it was all over his controversial comments and things that he says about women. Um, Again, not everybody did, but a lot of people have. A lot of women, a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? And it's just alarming because this man just passed away, and you just like going in on him. You know what I'm saying? You know, talking about what his beliefs were. Yeah, I'm gonna let you start out. I mean, what do you think about Kevin Samuels' death and how it shocked social media yesterday?
I didn't believe it, honestly. I thought it was a hoax.
I didn't either. I'll be honest with you. TMZ still ain't reported on it. And but then I
No,
also found out,
no.
but I also found out he's a blogger, and like TMZ don't really like advertise for like bloggers. In other words, they're not gonna really talk about his death like that.
Oh no, I wasn't expecting to hear about it on TMZ. I was expecting to hear about it maybe on the evening news or
Yeah, but you and me both know TMZ. Hey, TMZ always accurate. If TMZ
yeah,
said it happened, it happened.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck the news. They be fucking up sometimes because they don't even know what the weather is all the goddamn time. They tell us it's going to be sunny, it be 27 degrees. They tell us it's going to be freezing, it be 102 degrees. That type of shit go on in Texas, so I don't believe the meteorologists and the news people. But goddamn it, TMZ reported that little white man on TMZ, shit, when he come up there and say it, shit, that's a fact. So I'm telling you, when Kobe Bryant died, I'm telling you, you laugh and say, when Kobe Bryant died, man, let me tell you something. I cried because when I Googled it, first thing popped up was TMZ. I started crying. As soon as I see
Oh
it,
Lord.
I knew it was real. TMZ ain't gonna report fake news. They know how much money it could cost them with liability and lawsuits. So
Right.
they don't do that. So what do you think about I mean, after you found out it was real, how did it hit you? What did you think?
It's like wow. He I guess he did what he was supposed to do and that was it. Uh
Now again, let me say this. I only read the article earlier, and the article said that he was with a woman, and he told her he was having chest pains, and then he collapsed on top of her. I don't know how he collapsed on top of her, how he even got to the position where he could collapse on top of her.
Please
But
don't spin the story until y'all know it.
but
Just
no, it's
just
in the. I mean, that's what the article read. We only can read what the article reads. I
no,
can
I
only
know, but
read what
other
the
people are gonna feed into it
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
oh no, but I mean it was a newspaper article, and my only thing is I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's the way every man want to go though. No disrespect to anybody on that one. Every man with dreams of going that way. If I'm gonna go, let me go on top of a beautiful woman.
yeah, after a good right, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
good.
and
I'm
I'll
gonna be
be
good.
honest with you. It's scary though. I'm gonna be honest. It's scary because he's 56 years old and
Yeah,
he died of cardiac arrest. You know what I mean? 56
yeah,
years old is real young to be dying of cardiac arrest.
it really is.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, it's never too young because we've seen people 30 years old having heart attacks. We're not saying that it can't happen. We're just saying it should that we gotta do better. As black people, we have to make sure we're doing better. We gotta go make sure we getting them exams. Make sure we checking and making sure every artery and every valve is pumping the way it's supposed to be pumping. Because the reality of it is we're the ones who die of heart disease. We're the ones who die of
Yep.
heart disease and heart attacks. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
Sarah, on top of that, I know you ain't read. I know you ain't seen a lot of the comments, but there have been some women giving him a lot of grief. You know what I'm saying? Because how his comments on women and how he views them in relationships and their worth and their value. And a lot of them, just saying, karma's a bitch. I heard one of them say karma's a bitch, and I'm like, I don't think that's karma for what he had to
That's
say.
not karma.
Like death, I don't think God would make you pay with death for just something that you just said. That's just your belief. You know what I'm saying?
Just like, yeah, and just like these are our opinions, those were his opinions too. What you did with it was up to you.
Well, see, let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about this? Because this is the way I thought about it when I started hearing some of the women comment. You know, his comments and what his opinion would never be valid unless you react to it.
Yeah.
Because we tell you all the time, a hurt dog barks the loudest. In other words, when we throw out something, if we say something that makes you say ouch, that's not on us, that's on you. Am I right, Sierra?
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
again, I don't think he talks about every woman. He didn't say every woman. He just felt his views on women. And I hate to say it, but a lot of his views was honestly how most men feel. Now I don't know if women are mad because he's saying it and they're realizing that being around them, they feel the same way type stuff. But it's the truth. Most of us do feel that way that Kevin Samuel felt on a lot of his topics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no disrespect if you're over 35 and you got a kid, no matter us as men, we do look at that as a strike. It doesn't rule you out, but you know, I can't say it as deep as what he said, but I mean, we definitely look at you as a notch. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
because you're 35, you got a kid. Same thing as y'all. If we're 40 years old, why he single? He's 40 years old. Why he can't be too good of a man? He's single. Ain't that what
Mm.
women do all the time, Sarah?
Yes. Faithfully.
I mean, I mean, we can't win for losing with it. But to sit up here after this man died to have something negative at all to say is just like that's just like total disrespect.
It really is. And it's those women he was talking about who were being disrespectful to men in the first place.
Oh, that masculine woman.
Yes. Or that modern woman who's obsessed with her with themselves and only see value in them. But I actually
so,
learned a lot from him. I didn't necessarily take his advice, but it helped me understand men better.
well, let me ask you a
It's,
question. What was one of the topics? What was one of the topics that What was one of the things that you feel like he taught you?
um, let's see. He taught me, well, I learned like the qualities that men actually look for in women. I mean, of course, I've been hearing it from you all, but you know, he confirmed it. Um,
Yeah.
and I learned uh, like how, I don't know, how to perceive men's feelings without them telling me how they feel.
Hey, Arbor, how are you doing? Arbor, what did you think when you first heard about Kevin Samuel's death?
Hi, Barbara. We miss
Hey,
you.
Reddy, how you doing today, Reddy?
Man, look, man, I done already asked y'all to stop talking to Miss Arbor if she not gonna come on camera.
Oh, my bad, Miss Arbor. I'll take everything I said back. You right. I apologize. You did tell us that. Arbor,
I don't.
I'm done.
He'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm taking my shit back. He is right. She can come on and say hi to us, pop her head in or something.
Nah, facts. She ain't doing nothing. If she got time to type all that shit, she can sit on
Re-
the damn camera.
ready be on the goddamn in the goddamn truck driving be talking. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
You know we just
Facts.
miss you, Miss Arbor. Come on in here and grace us with your beauty.
No, we don't miss her.
So mean.
Say ready, man. Man, what you first off, you know our condolences for Kevin Samuels. You know, we sent our condolences and said we definitely praying for his family. But what you think when his death rocked the social media yesterday and these women's comments out here over yesterday?
Man, listen, I don't take these women comments serious because that's exactly what the man was talking about. All the women acting how they act and prove it point.
Damn.
Yep.
Prove it point. In the world is sick. All them black women. them- Come on, man. Who in their right mind as a man actually want a woman who will think like that behind death?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's scary.
Exactly.
That's scary to me. A black woman who will act like that and talk like that and celebrate a man death like that. Why would I want her in my life? She probably get humor out of seeing me doing bad or seeing me fall off.
Yep. Fact.
That is an
Don't know
ugly
you got a
ass
life insurance policy.
characteristic. Listen,
Well, you
and
be right before you came on.
hold on,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
hold on. And another thing too, a lot of these people got half-ass opinions, half-ass narratives that they creating about this man, and they have never sat down and watched a full hour worth of one of his shows. They sitting
Mm-hmm.
here passing judgments and talking shit based off viral meme clips that people are creating, and he may even share them for clickbait so he can continue to get his views.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't show
And
the
what?
full story. They don't show the full interaction between him and his women. Everyone
Yeah.
want to sit here and say he built a platform off of downgrading and tearing down black women. No, he didn't. He had a platform that black women came to.
Well, let me say this, Rock. Earlier, I read an article. He also dogged black men too that wasn't worth shit.
Bro,
Yes.
listen.
Yes.
He
I'm
dogged.
not
If you was,
listen,
that's crazy.
listen. And that's why I just said what I said. I'm not finna defend Kevin because I actually watched his content.
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing about him, he wasn't biased. But see,
Right.
these women talking this shit, they biased because they didn't watch shit. They just go off clips, they go off what other people say and what's popular and what's trendy. That proves everything the man be saying because he's trying to help everyone that come on there. And if you come on there unruly with him, disrespecting him, he gonna check your ass. But they don't never
Fact.
show the full video. They just show the clip when he started talking bad to somebody. They don't say what they said to him first.
Yeah. When he handling somebody is when they try to get it.
Bro, I just read a
Yes.
post. I just read a post that said Kevin Samuels was always trying to downgrade black women, but he don't never. I guess he never did try to preach health as wealth, and that's why he basically saying it like that's why he died at the age of 56 by having a heart attack. But see, if we smart out
What?
here, right? With this black woman who posted this shit. But if you smart, Miss Black Woman, you do know that heart the heart issues within a man within black men happen between that age frame.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
After 40 years old, black men are at risk of heart attack and all that other shit related to the heart after 40 going up, right? But they said
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't preaching health as well. But yet the man did it all the time, telling men and women you need to try to get in shape or lose weight and stay fit. He was like
Yep.
a third of he was like a third or fourth degree black belt. So
What?
in order to be a third or fourth degree, he had like 3 or 4 black belts. You got to be health conscious. You got to be health conscious to do that.
Well, let me say this, Amanda, because you said he could tell them about themselves without being disrespectful, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes
Thomas,
sometimes y'all
Thomas,
look at it.
Thomas.
What?
Don't respond. If they watched his content,
Well, no, she also said that she saw him be respectful before too. She said she saw that in him. But like Rock said, they take out clips of him being disrespectful so that way they can dog this man out. But also, like he said, it blows his views up too. It blows his views up because it's controversial. It's
bro.
got us pinned
Mm-hmm.
against each other. The same thing we all said we need to stop doing is things that they doing. That's the gate. You said add you.
Listen, I ain't had nothing to say to none of these folks about how they feel about that man because number one, if you go to that man's show, Thomas, this is like if I come to your house. I come to your house, you got a certain set of rules at your house, right or wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I come to your house and you got a certain set of rules and I disrespect your rules, why the fuck do you gotta talk to me with any kind of respect? What
Mhm.
do- what what
That's true.
what kind of what do you owe me? I'm disrespecting your home. How you owe
I
me
know.
respect? But see, these women going on this man platform when they don't have to, they're making a choice. You feel me? You
Yeah.
making a choice to go talk to this man, and you want to
Well, I'll be
disrespect
honest.
him.
Some of them wanted that shit. Some of them wanted that shit, Rock.
Know what you mean?
Yeah.
Some of them. What do you mean? Some of them. What do
All.
you mean?
All of them.
They going to his show. He asked the women to go to his show. What
That's
name one
called
of the women? Name one of the women out of all the women. Ask him. Did Kevin ask you to call his show? Did Kevin ask you to come on his show? No. He put his phone number on the camera and he said, if you want to holler at me, call me.
Well, there
Jester,
was a couple of
check your
times when he would
hold on
comment
one
and
second,
say,
y'all.
"Hey, you need to call me."
Ready Rock, Jester said preach. Jester, check your inbox. I sent you an invite to come on if you want to come out. He said you preaching, Rock, for real.
Nah, that's facts, man. He didn't ask none of them damn women to come on his show. They made a choice. And when you come to his show, he had a certain set of rules and guidelines. Every 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 first 5-10 minutes of his show, he give you a whole disclaimer. He talk to you, and when you get on his show and you start talking to him, as soon as you start getting out of line with him, he will remind you, "Hey, we don't do this on this show. We gonna talk. We gonna be respectful. We gonna get along, and we gonna treat each other like adults." And then when the women continue to act like bitches, because a lot of them that's what they do, but you can't tell them that though. Look, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Kevin didn't give a fuck. So when they continue to act like bitches and shit, and when he checked their ass, now all of a sudden, oh, you don't respect women, you hate black women, you you gay. But look, my man, hey, my man went out like I'm trying to go out. You know what I'm saying? How old Kevin is? 56.
Hmm.
Shit, Kevin
No, you're
56.
right. You're right. We don't expect you to mourn them, but we talking about the ones who sitting up here making posts about them. You know what I'm saying? That sitting up
You know,
here making the posts
did
like what Rock just said.
no, cause what she don't understand is didn't nobody say you had to mourn Kevin Samuels. Not one person up here just said that. That's what I'm
I
saying
respect
about
it.
people. That's what I'm
I
saying
respect it.
about.
I respect it.
Listen, that's what I'm saying about people, right? Kevin Samuels had a whole message.
Hmm.
They fuck what the motherfucker said. It's all about what you want to make out of what he said. Ain't nobody said you got to mourn Kevin. I ain't mourning Kevin.
But you ain't bashing his name either.
For what?
Nope.
No, no, he talked shit. He talked shit about men just as much as he did women. We shouldn't have to defend that because he got plenty of video, right? Plenty of videos. He make them twice a week. All
Eight
people got to
hundred and
do,
seven.
870 something videos.
all you got to do is go watch Kevin videos. All the shit that a lot of these people out here saying, if you watch a video, you he would dispute, he would kill all that on his own. I don't have to defend that man because the work is for everybody to see. But it's sick the
Yep.
way they act.
Yeah.
Like I said, nobody wants you to mourn them. Nobody expects for you to mourn them. But you don't have to make comments about them either if you ain't mourning them. If they negative comments, for sure, that's the most one thing.
But the funniest thing I seen, Thomas, Sierra, the funniest shit I keep seeing these women say is, I ain't really like Kevin. I only seen like one or two of his clips. You know what I'm saying? But I think he
Wow.
was this type of motherfucker. How you like somebody you don't know nothing about? You ain't watched this shit.
What do you think? What do you think you're a hypocrite about, Amanda? You said the only
She
thing you find funny is hypocrisy. What do you think?
she
What do you think he ever was a hypocrite about? Like we don't
Right.
know him personally, so all we know is our clips that we see. He's always stood on the same shit he's always said. So I mean, he is a high value man and went out coming off on an escort. That don't mean we don't buy no pussy. Cause we a high value man. Don't mean we don't buy no motherfucking pussy. How is
wait,
that
hold on,
hypocrisy?
Thomas. Read that again. Read that again.
Oh.
He is a high value man and went out coming off on an escort.
How do we know she was an escort?
Right. That's what I was talking about. Stop twisting the
But
story.
even
You
if,
don't
but let me ask
know.
you a question. Even if she was, how does that make him a hypocrite?
Hold on, Thomas. Hold on. Because listen, Thomas, peep the game now, right? The news. The news said he met the woman at the club. She was a nurse. She was a nurse. She said when he fell out, she called the ambulance. She called 911, asked for an ambulance, and asked the
And the
hotel.
and a
Hold on,
defibrillator.
let me finish. Let me finish. She asked for an ambulance, and she asked the people at the hotel to send upstairs a defibrillator so she could keep him alive until Gary Hospital got there. Does that sound like an escort to you?
No.
So here we go again
Escort,
with people
escort would have got
who,
her shit and left.
thank you, thank you. That lady was worked at a hospital.
She said they pulled her info. Man, listen, I don't believe all that. I don't believe everybody pulled all this info on this woman and all this stuff because I don't
Comment.
remember them disclosing her name.
It's on the news.
I'm surprised.
It's on the
I am
news.
surprised that I'm surprised he was even with a woman. I assumed he was a homosexual.
But that's what all y'all do, Miss Beverly. That's what all y'all do, Miss Beverly. I'm on your head too. That's what all y'all do when y'all don't like black men, don't like what they say. You feel threatened or you feel hurt by some shit they say. You feel men are being fucked up or you don't agree with them. Y'all want to call a nigga gay.
I wasn't calling him gay because of that. I have really good gaydar, and I just thought his mannerisms and the way he dressed was the reason why I thought he was gay. It had nothing to do with what he said. Now,
Well, let me say,
my
baby, he dressed
opinion in
that way.
regards to what he would say, he's very honest and truthful. He's brutally honest and truthful, but he's honest. I am a woman who likes honesty. So I didn't dislike him. I just assumed he was a homosexual.
Well, let me
Well, you
say
know
this,
what?
Beverly.
You right.
Let me say this, Beverly. He dressed that way because even before he became a blogger and became this person on social media that everybody knew, he was a professional businessman making $300,000 a year.
He was an
Understood.
image consultant. He said this on his show.
Yeah.
He all this shit he
So
said
if
on
he
his
an
show.
image consultant, how would he dress? How would
Listen,
he dress as image consultant?
a lot of people again. Sorry, Miss Beverly. I assume, but here we go again because you said you assume too. But if you actually watch his shows and you listen to him, you wouldn't even have to assume because you would know about it.
He just, I did watch a couple of his shows. I've watched at least 10 of his shows. Rock, he has feminine ways. That doesn't mean that he's not a good person.
Feminine ways.
Have you ever, are you active in church,
But
Rock?
feminine,
There are a
hold
whole
up, you
bunch of
right.
choir directors. You know, it's a whole bunch of church queens that say they straight, but they queens. That's what I assumed he was. His
Hey,
Well,
mannerisms
I will say this.
gave me
Baby.
queen.
I will say this, baby. I will say this. Just because he has feminine ways doesn't make him gay either.
listen,
You're absolutely right. He just,
listen. I'm a,
I just
I'm a,
assumed he was.
I'm a straight male. You know what I'm saying? And I think I notice a whole lot of gay men. Right? He never really gave me gay vibes. Does the man? Does the man? Does he talk a certain way?
That's because
I just got a big echo on my
Hold on,
headphone.
hold on. No, it ain't. Try it now. Talk, Rock.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, that clear.
Sarah, you got your. It was soon as Sarah clicked in. CC, check your Wi-Fi, not your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth.
God damn.
But it might be the money, Bill. That Nana said it might be. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jay-Z and them, they worth $600 million. They don't have to dress with suits on, but he worth $4-5 million. But shit, that's how he likes to dress.
Facts.
Listen
That's how
to
he
me.
likes to
I have
dress.
seen. There's a difference
Now you
in
can't be
clean.
dapper.
CC, you got that echo in the background,
Yeah,
baby.
I know. I turned off the Bluetooth. I don't know what it is.
It's got to be Bluetooth or there it is. There it is. It's back again.
He wore some of the same
Go out and come
jackets
back
that
in.
I
Go out and come back
own.
in
He
with the
used to
Bluetooth
wear.
off.
He would wear some of the blouses that I owned. There's a jacket I own that's orange. I mean, it's mustard.
Hey, let me ask you a
What's that?
question. Hold on. Is Rick James gay?
And Rick James wore blouses too.
Hold on. Did women assume Rick James was gay? Rick James used to wear a bang and blouses and heels. So did Prince. Come on, man. So did a whole lot of people back then.
Rick James, yeah, he got a point, Beverly. He said Rick James wore blouses, and Rick James wasn't gay.
Rick
You're
James wore a
absolutely right.
bang. Rick James wore
You're
a bang.
absolutely right. You're absolutely
Oh,
right, and I agree. That's what I'm saying. I would say Rick James was feminine. I assumed Rick James was gay because he was so fucking feminine. It wasn't until I saw a preview of him and I saw that he was a womanizer. Okay, well maybe he's not gay. Maybe he likes everything that walks. He likes boys and girls, whites and blacks, Asians and Puerto
hey,
Ricans.
you know what, Thomas? Let me ask you a question. Maybe I don't know something. I need to know this. I need to know this because Miss Beverly just said a word that I hear a lot: womanizer. What is the word for like the women who don't do shit? But if you can't confirm personally that Prince went both ways, come on, man. That's the problem with the world, man. Like how we know that? How you know that? But anyway, what's the word for the women who that's equivalent to womanizer?
A
What's the
whore.
word, Thomas?
She's a whore.
A woman. So a womanizer is a whore. A man, a womanizer is a whore. Is
So,
what you
so, so
saying?
what they're saying when they say a womanizer, they mean one who just fucks with a lot of women. That's so she's calling in her definition of a womanizer, it's a male whore.
So what makes you a male whore? I know what a woman whore
Because
is.
Rick James fucked all them bitches. I'm Rick James,
And I
bitch.
And I don't, you know what? I don't disagree with him fucking all. He could fuck all he wants to as long as he wasn't lying to one woman or two women, telling them that they were the only one and playing games. If you're a pimp with it and you just telling women, look, I want to fuck and move on, and I'm gonna fuck and move on, and then they're just you move on with life.
Tania said it's the same both way, male and female.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a man novel. She says a man novel. They
I ain't
fuck
It's
never
a
different
heard.
ways.
woman.
Thank you, Tania, but I ain't never heard that. You know what I'm saying? But for the same thing as for as much as we hear about, you know what I'm saying, how men do this towards women, this, that, and the third, but in the same breath, y'all women be tearing niggas down in the same goddamn breath on a day to day to day to day to day and act like it ain't like y'all don't be doing shit on a day to day.
Like, like honestly, like when I started looking up trying to find out if Kevin Samuel death was real, you seen like 4 or 5 channels like radio stations and stuff that released it. Nobody big had released it. But then you go down there and you start seeing everybody tweets and comments. You see these women down there, they just like degrade him for his belief. You know, like like I tell everybody has their own beliefs. I'm not gonna wish death on nobody. And I'm not gonna be happy if somebody gone because of their beliefs. Beverly, you got your own beliefs. Me and you don't see eye to eye on everything. Fuck that. I'm not. No, I wanted to be here. Fuck that. I don't wish death on
Right.
nobody. Not before God say so. You know what I'm saying? That's on God to me. You know what I'm saying?
So
Man,
I
let
ain't
people
me
wishing.
sick,
ask
man.
you, because
People sick,
let me
man.
ask you. I want to confirm what his belief was. His
You gotta
belief
watch his
was
videos. You gotta watch his videos.
no. I
All
I've
of them.
watched. I haven't watched all, but I've watched enough to know one of
No,
the
you haven't.
things
He
that
got 800 of them. You said you seen 10.
I watched. He gave the same advice, and all of them were
No, he didn't.
on all 10. Every single last one of them were women who. Okay, I'm sorry. The 10 that I watched, there were women who were not established, wanting what they weren't able to give. So I took from the 10 that I watched that his beliefs were you have to be at least on a certain level before you start trying to court or date or be in a relationship from the 10
So
that I watched.
so from what you said, what I would have took from it, you said you watched 10 videos where he was talking to women, and what he was telling them was you have to at least be able to give what you're asking for, right?
Right.
That I think would be like, I don't think that's a wrong message, right?
It's not. That's what I'm saying. I'm wanting to confirm what his beliefs were. Because that's when I said I did not like the guy, I liked him. He gave good advice. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman with 5 kids wanting this man with a 6 figure, and she's working at Subway, and she's doesn't have a car, has a roommate type shit, and she's like, I want a man with 6 figures. And he was brutally honest, bitch, get your shit together. I agree with what he was saying on a whole lot of the advice that he gave.
But also I believe one of the things he stood on was the fact that he pretty much told women as far as having sex and having a lot of kids and all that stuff outside of wedlock is a downfall. Trying to tell them, you know what, maybe y'all want to preserve yourself just a little bit. Yeah,
I
y'all
agree
don't
with
take
his beliefs.
but y'all don't take that advice that way. Y'all take it as criticism. Y'all
A
take
lot
it
of
as
his
criticism.
a lot of his message, Miss Beverly, and if you like a lot of his message really, and what he would, and like I said, if people really really watched some of his videos, like front to end, he would actually explain all this shit and say it over and over again. He really wanted to try to bridge the gap between black women and black men, or men and women in relationships, because
Right.
there's a very very big gap. He was always talking about the high divorce rate, and trying to say, how can we fix that? How can we fix that? And one thing he was saying was, a lot of people have to be reasonable in what they're asking for, and at least be able to give what you're asking. And you also have to do, also, you should try understanding the type of person that you're wanting to be with, and is that type of person really suitable for you?
Read her comment there, but she backed it up with another one right behind it that made sense. She said, but in reality, women money really doesn't matter to me. And you're right, it doesn't. That's what we've been telling y'all the whole time. All y'all see, and that's the biggest thing is right now, women's biggest thing is being independent, having their own, getting their own goddamn bank, getting their own goddamn bag. And with them getting their own bag, they think that's gonna bring a man to them, and that's not. That's what we've been telling
No.
y'all. Kevin Sterling's
So
been telling y'all. But again, y'all think that brings value to you. No, that doesn't bring value to you.
no, so with that, she's right that he was like that. Those were one of his talking points, because the point he was saying was this: women look what women look for in men is what they try to be. So they want a man 6 figures, all these degrees, this, that, and the third, and da 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 da, and then they do that shit, right? They accomplish it for themselves, but then they go out and they're talking to men like, hey, I got all this. This is what makes me valuable. But that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's what you think will make you valuable, because that's what you look for in a man. But that's not necessarily what men are looking for. So that was the whole message. And then when you constantly have people who you talking to and you telling them things and they don't want to try to understand what you're saying, you're going to get some of the same conversation. It becomes repetitive, because woman after woman after woman, like Miss Beverly said, like she watched videos and she heard some of the same shit 10 times. Should it have took 10 times to make one point?
No, but I definitely can understand how women misunderstood his message and took negative from his message. For example, same scenario, the girl that has 6 kids that works at Subway wanting a 6 figured man, his advice would be that's not something that would even match with you. First off, you got 6 kids. What is, you know what I'm saying? You need to come bring your standards down. And so I can understand how that
Well,
message
let
or
me,
what his advice would be misunderstood. I understand that.
Beverly, Beverly, Beverly. She didn't want a man because he got 6 figures. Just because he got 6 figures, you got 6 kids. You gotta have 6 figures to have 6 kids.
Right,
She
right,
she got to upgrade like a motherfucker. But what she don't
right.
understand is them 6 kids is gonna take away from my 6 figure income.
You know what's
and none of them
crazy?
are mine.
I'm finna go over a lot of motherfuckers' heads with this shit, right? But a woman who really want a man, but only wants a man with 6 figures, don't even really want the man. She don't want the man.
No, she want the money.
Any nigga with 6 figures will really do, to be honest. Because if you want a man, it's about the man.
Amanda, you might be right, but let's be honest. We've all done stood up here, me, Rock, even him done said stuff in nice ways, and y'all still don't comprehend it. He said it nice to them, and then they keep on pushing, trying to make it sound something that it wasn't. You
It
know what I'm
wasn't his
saying? You
delivery.
know, just like they said. Okay, how many times have you talked to a 35-year-old woman call in with the same goddamn thing that the other 35-year-old woman just talked about? You already knew what his value was. You already knew what he talked about. He already told you what your how you felt about your value. He already told you.
It wasn't
It
his
ain't
delivery.
changed.
How you have a problem with his delivery, but yet you still follow him, you still call him, you still talk to him, you still ask him for his advice? How's the problem his delivery?
I had a bit of a problem with his delivery. I think he was sometimes harsh, but it was effective, especially for some of those women who called in.
Well,
They were
let me
dumb as
ask you a
bricks, and I'm
question.
just like,
Let me
how in the
let
world?
me let me ask you a question, Sarah. You go to work every day and you ain't quite doing your job, and I'm your boss, and I come on there, hey Sarah, can you just pick it up just a little bit, and you don't pick it up a little bit, and then I come back and ask you again, or if I come over there and say, hey Sarah, you got to pick it up, man, we got to start cutting you out or something like that. You'll say I was wrong for it, but the reality of it is, I got to get results. And the reality is, he was trying to tell the people the truth, and there's no way to sugarcoat that shit with people no more, man. We got to stop sugarcoating it with people. Beverly, y'all know we talk to people all the time on here. We got to stop sugarcoating it.
We live in a sensitive society. No, you don't have to sugarcoat, but
You're right.
You
All
you
women
you you
aren't the same, and he never said every 35-year-old woman was the same with that. But he said how he felt about 35-year-old women with multiple kids and work and working and making $20,000 a year, asking for $100,000 a year nigga. That he spoke on that, and that's just stop reaching out for some shit that just out your reach.
Thomas, that goes back to what we agreed on the other day. We can't be sitting here defending narratives and shit that ain't nobody saying. You know what I'm saying? We all grown. We understand when you talk about certain things and shit, you can't put all women in the box and you can't put all men in the box. That being said, when people make those comments and shit, what we said we were gonna do, we just look past that shit, man. We know we ain't talking about all women. Why we gotta defend that every time you do a show?
and it's funny because that was his last podcast. The day before he passed, he
What did
mentioned
he
that.
say? What did he
He
say, Sierra?
said that women who always say, "Oh, it wasn't me," or "I'm not like that," or they always have to isolate themselves, and they pretty much are overwhelmed with themselves. Men need to leave them alone. I didn't get to finish the video today, but
Sierra, hey, you sure right. His last video, he said that exact shit. It's the women who always talk about all women ain't the same, all it and all that shit. That's exactly what he said in his last video. That's some funny shit that you watched that.
yeah, I was like, well, I guess I'll watch the last one. And then Miss Bev, I need you to go back and watch The Worst Wife Ever. That
Okay.
woman.
Why does
Go back and
everybody?
watch
I've
one
had three
and two.
people to tell me to watch that video.
That's why I posted it in the
Well,
group. That's my favorite one. I'm like, this
Oh my
woman.
God.
let's do take a serious moment out and let's say this to anybody that's out there watching, male or female, definitely in the black community. Um, Take your health more serious. Go get checked out, please. Seriously. Um, we don't know if he had signs leading up into that day. We don't know. We don't know that, but we all know how our body should be. If your body isn't feeling right, go get checked out. Because I know a
Listen,
lot of people don't like to go to hospitals. A lot of people don't like to go to hospitals, so they'll feel bad and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm just under the weather a little bit." And then the next thing you know, they go.
listen. Kevin Hart was a advocate of good health. Again, the man had about 3 or 4 black belts. He practiced martial arts faithfully. Uh, what a lot of people don't know is too, at the age of 23, he beat cancer. So he's had a history of health issues. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at 23 years old, he beat cancer. Up. He got a whole video. He did a whole interview talking about the fact that at 23 years old, what kind of moved him into the career of helping people as far as like being an image consultant and all that type of shit was basically because he was like, shit, I've already beat, like I'm saying, death one time. So the rest of my time here, I'm gonna try to make some use of it. You know what I'm saying? Make it mean something, make it worth something. You know what I'm saying?
That's some real shit there.
You have
You know
to.
what? 'Cause but a lot of us don't understand that. You know, what? I mean, we done had a few people on the show over the last couple of years that passed on us, and it was a shock out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Beverly, we, close friends, pastor, rest in peace. Um, I mean, like I said, it's hard out here. Like I said, right now, we got too much going on. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to go get checked out.
Thomas, you said
I take,
pastor.
I take.
You're not talking about the pastor I used to call pimping pastor, did it? You're not talking about him, is it?
No, no, not Pippin Pastor. My
Oh,
other
okay.
pastor friend that had passed last year in like November, October, November. Pastor
But
Paul.
here's the thing: no matter how healthy you are, you can have a heart attack at any time.
Facts.
You
Actually,
can,
that's what happened to
you can.
the
But let
guy
me
that I
let, let, let me
used to.
say this. Let me say this. You're right. But if your valves and everything are pumping and functionally, normally you don't. Normally you don't. So with that being said, if you feel an ill effect of like under the weather and stuff, you don't know what it might be. It could be a clogged artery, it could be anything. We don't know nowadays because the reality of it is all of us don't eat healthy. I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that alone makes us higher risk for heart disease.
Yes, all that
So I mean,
cheese.
all that cheese, all that fried food, you know what I'm saying? All that beef. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I mean, all that pertains to us being able to have heart attacks. You know what I'm saying? So we have to take our health more serious.
Aaron
Hey,
Drake
Cause you can
Your
was
live
one
heart
life
of
can
with
the
shrink.
most
mild
healthiest guys that I've known in I don't know how many years. He did, his son did say that, he was complaining of chest pain, like he was just like, my chest is heavy, a couple of days before he had a heart attack. But he literally got off of work and was on the phone with his girlfriend, his current girlfriend, and he just stopped talking. 43 years old.
Amanda, I'm on your ass for this one. Why you even say that shit? She's like, yeah, it's usually a blockage or possibly side effects for Viagra. You try to throw that shit out there, man. Why you gotta say why you think that man took Viagra?
I'm telling you, did his I'm so here's the other thing, Rock, and this is my question to you. Because am I right to say his advice was to practice abstinence until you were in a mental place and in a financial place of stability before attempting to do anything, for example, like having sex?
well, if that was his advice, he lived up to it because the nigga was a multi-millionaire.
Okay.
No, that was not his advice. His advice was before you go to school, get into a relationship, get married, then go to school. He was an advocate of a relationship more than education. He advocated for education, but as a woman, he's like, why don't you go get get your relationship, then go to school. You can still have the kids, but
Sorry
you'll
about
still
that.
have that relationship. So no, he wasn't for you getting yourself together
It's kind of
before
like
you get into a serious relationship.
right. Kind of like he was saying sometimes too. Like, look, man, y'all can do it. You just seem to be like you're doing it kind of backwards. Like you go to school, you get all the success, you have all the kids, and then you try to find a husband.
Yeah. So in other words, he's telling you to practice to stop sleeping around as much, stop passing the coochie around, having kids out there, and and focus on more important things. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that school ain't important, because school is, do your schooling thing, but also focus on, you know, like I said, don't have kids and then come try to get married later. It is harder to have kids and get married later, because whether we like it or not, there's a lot more goes in when you have kids. You know, if Rock gets with somebody has kids, no matter what, they kids got to fit together to a certain degree, no matter how much you like it. They do. It's gonna be a problem. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes in when you have kids and you start dating people. So, I mean, he wasn't speaking false facts. He said the same thing to sorry ass niggas that didn't take care of their kids.
Facts.
So he said the same thing to sorry ass niggas that did not do right by their kids.
Facts. They never watching up his videos to hear the men.
See, my issue is all of
chime
y'all
in.
watch the videos where he talk bad about women. Go watch some men videos.
No, there were men that were chiming in on. I thought the shit was funny. Fuck that nigga. Like,
No,
you know, what's
there's
the
men
men
that
that had
called into his
negative
show.
comments?
There's men that called into his show and talked. But the
There were
difference
men that
is,
were being negative about him passing away as well.
but
I didn't think it
Oh,
was
hey,
funny at all.
Thomas, look, hold on. This shit funny to me. Woman arrested for poking holes in her lover's condom in an attempt to get pregnant. Come on, man.
boy.
Come on, man. They catching up to y'all slick ass, trifling ass women out here and shit.
And they charging the motherfuckers with
Consequences.
that shit too.
Yeah.
They charging motherfuckers with that shit. I don't blame them. That's backwards. That's what she said. If you go to college straight from high school, even a doctor will still be in their late 20s when they finish school, but not a reason to be backwards. We're not talking about to going to school. We're talking about having kids while you're in school, having 4 or 5 kids, and then expecting to have to get a husband later on. Again, catch the kids on to it. We ain't talking about the going to school part.
Thomas. You know why I wouldn't respond to that shit? Because she picked one part out of all that shit I fucking said and tried to address. Come on, man. That's what they do, man. They pick one part to focus on, and then typically it's gonna be some bullshit behind it. Because if you heard everything I fucking said, you understood what I was trying to say. And I don't even know who said that shit, but it was some bullshit.
So, Miss Rashawn.
With your pretty ass.
Rashawn.
Rock, you better tell the world your mama pretty. You better
Facts.
tell them.
Look, I thought you was on camera. I was trying to catch you blushing.
I was. Tell your daddy. Call your daddy and tell him.
She said she didn't say nothing off nothing that you said.
Look,
that was based off what the lady said Kevin Samuel Believe said.
I said the same thing the lady said. Look, Miss Beverly, I'm gonna hook y'all up for real though while you keep playing.
Well, you know what? Get your daddy ready, because I'm fast.
We know 6 scoops.
Listen, hold on. You gotta take your time with him now. You can't take him too fast. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's welcome interview you.
He be turned off by that quick move and shit. You gotta take your time with him. You know what I'm saying? You move too fast with him, he gonna send you on your way. He ain't one of them niggas that, you know, like me, I'm fast. You can get my box of drawers the first night. But my dad ain't going like that.
Yeah, you at least see him 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, he going my speed 3 times, 4 times. I might, you know, by date number 2, I may be rubbing on his dick through his pants. But you
better be down for some nasty shit.
Yeah,
Most older men are nasty, because I mean we done been through a lot of shit. It's time for us to be freaky and shit as we get older.
Yeah, you most definitely gonna have to be nasty though.
So Beverly,
if you could see my face right now.
Your only issue is that he was too blunt, and it was kind of disrespectful in his blunt.
That and I didn't stay. You know what? It's not all his fault. I didn't stay long enough to hear what his solution would be for, like, women, for example, women who had children and who were promiscuous and wanted to turn things around, and now their lives are different, and they're looking for more stability and something that's going to be, something that they basically want. I never stayed around to listen to what his advice was after that. After I heard he was like, you need to bring them standards down, I was like, wow. So because what does that tell me as a mom of 3 kids who's renting a house and works a full-time job and owns 2 cars that are broken down? Like that,
And
does that mean
you're over 30, and you're over 35.
right? So that means I don't deserve someone who's a AVP of Countrywide, or I don't deserve someone who, you know what I'm
No,
saying, who makes
you deserve a nigga work at the corner store.
right. That's what I need. That's what I need to focus on. I need to make sure that the man I'm looking for is a man that's profiles are only on tagged, and you know what I'm saying, that's working at Amazon. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't stand a chance for somebody that's decent, basically.
I don't think he's
That's
saying
what
that you
I
don't
didn't
stand.
like.
Well, I say this. I don't think he meant that you don't stand a chance. He's saying how we look at you. Again, it doesn't. He never said it rules you out. He said these are how. This is how we look at certain standards with women when we come in contact with them. If you have 4 or 5 kids, 4 or 5 baby daddies, to us, we're not really thinking wife material. No disrespect, we're not. Because there was 4, 5 motherfuckers that was here before me that didn't think wifey material either. So you can't be mad at me for it. And I hate it. It's
Und-
harsh to say it that way, but it's the truth.
I
And that,
understand it completely, but it's
just like
hurtful.
just like I
It's
got just
very
like I got
hurtful.
2 baby mamas. So shit. I'm women have to either respect it or move around. I'm okay with that. With either the ones that accept me or the ones that don't. And I think that's what Kevin Samuel was. Understand that this is how men feel, and when you don't get that energy from that man, this might be some of the reasons why.
Understood.
And it's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you and let you know, step off, not even fuck with him because you already see the vibe he's giving you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time. You don't have a lot
That's
of
what
time
I'm
to
trying
waste.
to figure out.
Find the motherfucker worth wasting time on. And that's just being honest. I mean, Beverly, ain't nothing wrong with you at all. You're a great woman. And no, it ain't just you. It's every woman that has multiple kids and is out there like that. So don't think it's you. It's every woman. But at the same time, my woman got multiple kids, and I chose her still. It don't mean you don't get chosen. Well, he never said that. He just said this is how a lot of men look at it. And this is why you might be getting the attention that you get. This is why you might not be getting the man that you think you get. And then
Hey,
when you talk
the,
about
the,
a
the
high, and
problem,
then when you talk about a high value man, you talk about something different. If every man think like that, if you think about a high value man, why would he? Why
the,
would
the,
he?
the problem is Kevin has been telling women how men think, and women without a man got a problem with him telling them how men think and why they may not have a man. I don't understand that shit.
Well, she said she got four of them. Damn near every one of her bands, I damn near gave her a ring.
Damn near gave her a ring. Okay,
Mm.
Damn near every man gave her a ring.
okay. That mean what?
And then she
Right.
said he spoke. She said she playing. She said she playing.
That mean what?
See, and that's what I'm
The
trying to tell
fuck?
y'all. Again, he never said you wouldn't get chose. He just said that it's a standard that we look at. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
ain't been
saying?
chose, so what the fuck is the standard so I can get on that motherfucker?
Well, Beverly, we already told you, man. Like you
Watch
got to
his
go.
videos and you'll find out.
No, she
Okay.
got to get back. See, stop playing with her, man. We been done told her she got to work on them 6 scoops. Them 6 scoops might be running away.
I said that
You
earlier.
know,
Nobody saying anything. I said
God,
you gotta
No,
dog,
see,
get
it's the
past the 16.
if you got it, man. I'm telling you, it's got to be over 10 at least, Beverly. If you ain't giving them 10, you're in trouble. You hear me?
Push
Man,
for
let me tell you.
15.
Push for 15. Oh, even Sierra said 15. So yeah, might want to push for 15.
I'm not getting it often enough to be able to make it to 15. I be trying. I be trying.
Well, you better hang it up for multiples.
Do a countdown in your head.
Do a
No,
countdown.
have multiples. Keep on going. Have
One
multiples.
potato, two potato, three potato, four.
Not the
Potato,
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 no. No,
Say
Mississippi.
Beverly, start off with 3 scoops, and when you start getting close, stop and make them switch positions, and it'll start you back over.
Oh, and then that'll start it over. That'll stop.
Ding.
Okay, got you.
Hey, hey, but Miss Beverly, Thomas just gave you a real nigga secret right there. That's
A
a real
real
nigga
nigga secret.
secret. Cause
A
all the real
real
niggas
nigga
know
secret.
when you get in that good pussy and get the feeling real good, goddamn, you finna bust. You gotta stop and switch positions, babe.
With
You gotta start that
position.
Start
motherfucker back
over.
over. Start over, goddamn.
You might stop for a second, start eating the pussy for a minute. Whatever you
Yeah,
gotta do.
yeah.
Shit.
Hey,
But you
hey. Thomas, you out here giving real nigga secret. Hey, nigga hey, you gotta be smooth with this shit. Turn on, baby. Let me get you from behind. No, you almost made me bust, girl. You done hold up a minute.
Right. And then they be up there talking about, ooh, he went like for 2-3 hours. Yeah, but
That
we
nigga,
switched like 20
hey,
positions.
hey, facts, nigga. Hey, took about 15 2-minute breaks on your ass.
Wait, let me stop and hit my blunt right quick. I gotta hit my blunt right quick. I'll come right back to it. I'm telling you, man, say anything to make it last at Beverly. I'm telling you, man. As soon as you finish, you start feeling that tingle in that motherfucker.
You gotta
Switch
stop.
position.
Hey,
Okay.
Switch position.
but Tommy, let me tell you something. I was dealing with this one mother one time, boy. I got in that thing, boy. Let me tell you something. I was probably about, I wasn't even a good minute in. Shit, I like, hold on, I done caught a cramp. Hold on, let me go get some water. You caught a cramp already? Yeah, I had been working out today. I was at the gym.
Yeah, I ain't drinking no
Shit,
water.
I ain't drinking enough water today. Hold on a minute. Let me
See,
think
hey,
about this shit.
Beverly, but I want you to remember this. If you switch positions, because you know the 6 scoots you ride, if you switch positions, don't switch to a position where he can lock you down, though. Because
Yeah.
you're going to be fucked. Yeah, you're going to be fucked. You gonna
I'm
Or,
be fucked.
done.
Yeah, because you can't stop him no more. You can't switch positions no more. He can hold you in that position, keep on humping.
Oh no.
or I got a good one for you, Miss Bev. I got you right here, Miss Bev. When you feel it and shit, stop your scoots and get up and tell him, hold on a minute, daddy, you just too big. You too big, daddy. Hold
Oh,
on a minute. Fuck his
lie
head
to
up.
that motherfucker.
Lie to me.
Lie to him.
Lie to me. You
Lie
know how
to that
many?
motherfucker.
Listen, I tell the woman before I get with him, lie to me. Don't sit here. I know I got 3 inches and shit, but act like these the biggest 3 inches you ever had in your life.
Give him a show.
Lie
Give
to
that
me.
motherfucker a show.
Give me a
That's what I
fucking
got to do.
show.
Give him a
Say,
show. I got you.
There you go.
Beverly,
What?
don't try that. Don't try that if that nigga ain't got no size though. That nigga gonna look down there and get up and leave. Nigga gonna be like, she trying to make fun of me. I'm done. Nigga gonna get up, walk out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That nigga,
Hey, just tell him you ain't had none. Just tell him you ain't had none in about 2 years.
yeah.
And you,
Plus,
Well,
and you,
you up there playing with his clitoris and you trying to tell him it's big.
listen.
that man wild,
Listen.
man.
My
Boy, you
last
crazy as hell.
episode. My last episode was somebody. I damn near choked the shit out that motherfucker. He was talking about, baby, I can't breathe. Better get up. I damn near
But you
choked
ride that
him.
nigga face or something?
Literally.
Ain't that about a
Tapping
damn
on my
shame.
stomach. What the fuck is wrong
Nigga
with
gotta
you?
learn how to breathe out his ears, man.
That's what I'm saying. The ears work. The ears work. Rock taught me that. Rock taught me that the ears work. It takes it's meditation, deep meditation while you eat the pussy. But goddamn it works. I bet I ain't suffocated yet. I'm still here.
This fool said I need suffocate.
Shit. But I'm gonna tell you the
So
truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. My chest started hurting in the middle of sex. I'm stopping calling 911. I ain't keeping on
listen,
going none of that shit.
listen.
I'm stopping. I want to die in that position, but I don't want to die though either though. So I'm gonna go and get on up and try to get to the hospital ASAP. And I'm gonna let everybody know, hey, keep my heart pumping till they get here. Keep pumping my chest. If I pass out, pump my chest. But what we ain't gonna do Just let time go like that.
Oh
Unless
my
it's real
God.
good. Unless it's real good, because I ain't gonna even lie, I'm gonna get my nut out. That's hey Beverly, I'm telling you the truth. Beverly,
Don't
Beverly,
better not. You better
Beverly.
not keep going in the middle of a heart attack, and you know you getting a
It depends on how man. Let me tell you something. There's some nuts you can't
live to
stop.
get another nut.
Let now me and Rock will tell you this. Switch position is good, but there's some of them that you in, you just can't stop. You like, man, fuck that. You just gonna go and let that bitch bust. For real. When it
As
feels
you
that
having a
good, you
heart
like,
attack, no, you gonna stop. You ain't finna
shit,
kill me trying to get no damn nut.
you can't. That motherfucker might need to get off and let the heart attack get out. It might come out through your dick.
You know what? I don't want to talk no more. What was the
I'm just saying.
fuck you mean?
But on a serious note though, like Rock said, nobody can be mad at him for his comments. Nobody should bash him for what he said. Nobody should trash his name. If you don't like what he said, you don't have to comment on his death. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants everybody to mourn it. You know what I'm saying? But the man did have some very. The man did have. No matter how much we liked it, the man must knew something about what he talked about. He had 1.4 million followers. That's a lot of
He had
motherfuckers to listen to.
he listen. He did not have 1.4 million followers because he was doing something right. He had 1.4 million followers because 900,000 of the motherfuckers wanted to argue and
Hold
make him
on,
look
hold on, hold
bad
on,
and tell him he was
hold on, hold
wrong.
on, hold on,
Like
hold on, hold
fuck
on,
nobody.
hold on, because I think that number wrong. Hold on, let me find the correct number. Hold on, hold on.
Well, let me say this. Even though he got over a million, let me say this. The biggest thing is what you do got to understand is he also was a fashion. What you say? A consultant, image consultant. For him to be an image consultant, people listen to him, Beverly. People, the little one back that way. We only got one on here right now.
I'm not saying that
So
nobody listened to him, but majority of his followers did not like him. They were literally there just to argue. They did not like him. They hated him,
Well,
and
guess
they
what
were
yeah,
though?
looking for him.
It made him rich. It made him rich.
It did.
One
It
it,
did.
one point 1.4 million. And if half
yep,
of them didn't like him, that's probably what's half of 1.4? I don't know
700,000,
the number. Huh?
700,000.
700,000. So
Yeah,
700,000 dumb motherfuckers made a nigga rich because they didn't like him. Okay then.
You
So
right.
who winning? Who winning?
You right. He did. He won
That,
all day every day. That's like me not liking rap music but buying the CDs and then saying I'm gonna destroy them. Bitch, what you
nah,
buying them
facts.
for? You made me money.
yeah, but you grew up in NWA days, so we can't even say that about you. You gonna jam the shit out somebody.
Understood. Understood. I just I wasn't one that I did not follow him because again, Rock, the brutal honesty hurt me so deeply. I didn't
Yeah,
stay around to
yeah.
listen to the
That's
to
the
the
thing about
solution.
women. That's the thing about women, and that's why a lot of women find themselves in fucked up situations. Y'all hate brutal honesty, but you love a sweet motherfucking lie.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all like the lie that we tell you, but you don't like the truth of what comes out.
You, you
You see
you'll
what I'm saying?
you'll accept me. You'll accept a nigga lying to you and shit, telling you, yeah, I'ma leave my woman, and how you thinking he gonna leave that woman. You still gonna fuck with him, waiting on him to leave and shit.
What else
Instead of
you
him
gonna think
telling
about?
you shit, hell nah, you gonna be my side bitch forever.
Well,
Facts.
I have never been I am not that woman. I do want
Not
the
you,
truth.
not you, Miss Bell, not you, Bell. I'm just saying, not you.
I was gonna
I
say
love you.
my baby daddy was a pimp. I once he taught me what the truth really felt like, I fell in love with what the truth is. I would prefer to know what I'm dealing with. That way I know what to do with these feelings. But I didn't get that
Exactly.
way until I was 30.
What up, Beverly?
You know,
Beverly
from 20.
Berto said hi, Beverly.
Hey Birdo, let me see your face. Hey Birdo.
How you
You know
doing,
what?
Beverly?
No, take him off that motherfucker. He fired. I just cut my own yard.
I thought, oh shit,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
he didn't even finish it, Thomas. He didn't even finish it. You hear him? He didn't finish it.
he said he got you. He said he supposed came back. He forgot. Yeah, he been working. Listen, I'm on the case manager in the building right now. I gotta deal with. I got
Okay,
kids,
understood.
kids.
Coming,
I
and
got you.
I don't know how to release these goddamn kids, so they stuck.
What you
I
mean they
got you.
suck?
See, I don't know what paperwork sent out so they can get released.
Man, fuck that, bitch. You wouldn't be at the house tonight. You still be at the job. I want the motherfuckers, nigga. I'd be acting the fool if I supposed to be going home.
Well, I'ma laugh at you too. What you gonna
Tommy.
do? What you gonna do?
That nigga Birdo talking about he gonna laugh at me talking about what the fuck you gonna do? You had to wait on me to release you.
Your ass gonna watch me use the key and walk out the front door like they did. What you think? Ain't shit I can do.
That's why you can't give Birdo a job like that. Birdo, he gonna walk out and look at him stupid as he walking out the door.
You ain't showing me what I'm supposed to do.
Jeez
You ain't
Louise,
supposed to
photo.
do that. It wasn't me. Hell, I can go home.
Damn, you see what he said? That I can go home. That's the nigga for you.
Shit, I ain't make that.
What's up, Triple T?
I ain't commit no crime.
I already know.
I ain't commit no crime.
Birdo say he ain't committed no crime, so he ain't got to stay locked up.
Your ass, hey, you wouldn't have done that shit. You wouldn't be in this shit.
That nigga ain't shit. So, as we wrap this up for the night, y'all, because we definitely been on here. Rock, you must be relaxing somewhere at the house.
No, I'm up here in where the fuck am I at? I'm in shit, I don't know where I'm at. Hold on.
That's fucked up. Ain't it, Beverly?
That's seriously fucked up. Why don't you
Hold
know where
on.
you are? He
Hold
lost.
on. Hold on, I'm finna tell y'all where I'm at just a
He
second.
That
I'm
nigga
in
say he don't know where he is.
shit.
lost. Where the fuck am I?
Uh
Nigga, look outside.
I'm in Seville, Ohio.
Seville, Ohio. I ain't never heard of that.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Is it nice? Is it beautiful?
Man, not really. I pulled in at night in the Youngstown, Ohio, and then I made it up here this morning about an hour drive. So it really,
Youngstown, Ohio. Jamie Gaddis, man. Shout out to my homeboy Jamie Gaddis. That's his hometown, Youngstown, Ohio.
okay then. Yeah, I pulled up in there last night and dropped my load off this morning, and I went to Akron, Ohio. I ain't seen nothing like what I'm saying worth looking at up here. Not yet. Yeah. So
So where you headed to when you leave there?
when I leave here, I'm going to where am I going? I'm going somewhere in Illinois, outside of Chicago somewhere.
Okay. How long of a drive is that?
About 8 hours.
Oh, it ain't really that long.
Hey,
So you'll be there within a day.
I'll be there tomorrow. I'm gonna leave in the morning, probably uh, maybe about 7. Get there about 2:30.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. You'll be riding out tomorrow evening from there, huh?
Nah, man. I'm gonna stay out this weekend. I'm gonna come home Friday.
Oh, okay. So you have to get
Yeah.
there.
Rob, do you want
I'm.
a cat to travel with? You need a companion on the road. You want a
You
cat?
know what? I actually have thought about that because either I need a cat or I need to get some cat that's gonna ride along with me. Because this goddamn being on the road. You see this nice comfy little twin size. Goddamn, I got that purple mattress. Is real. Look at the bounce on this motherfucker. I ain't got no cat in this bitch. Come on, man. And they got shocks on here.
I think she meant kitty cat. I think what kind of cat you talking about is something else.
Oh my bad, Miss Bad. One of those shit.
Yeah.
She said companion. Shit, hell yeah.
See, when you said companion, you took kitty cat out to go crazy. When you said companion, he thinking about somebody that's truly be a companion. Go give up the draw.
Yep. Hey, get your CDL and shit. You know what I'm saying? We both can drive. We can double that money up and shit, make about 300-400 a year. You know what I'm saying? And just ride, stack paper, and fake making babies.
So, Beverly, as we get ready to go, as we definitely, like I said, rest in peace, Kevin Samuel. What do you got to say out there to everybody? That takes, because I mean, whether you like it or not, we're no better than Kevin Samuel. Some of the stuff that we say, some people don't take lightly. So I mean, not just me and Rock, sometimes y'all too. So I mean, what can you say to people out there that feels the way they feel about it? I mean,
First, I want to address his family. I'm very sorry for your loss. My condolences to you. Rest in peace, Kevin. Your work is now, but your torch is going to be passed on to someone. Hopefully, someone will pick it up and continue to spread the word and continue to show love and consult and bridge the gap between relationships. But my advice to people is don't speak on karma. Because as negative as you will be, that karma will touch you as well.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
whatever your opinions are at this point, I get whatever your negative opinions were before he died. But now that, things are the way that it is, don't speak on karma because if you believe in it, it definitely is coming to hit you for being negative and being ugly.
See,
Damn, Miss Beverly.
uh, Rock, what you gotta say to them crazy ass? What you gotta say to them crazy ass women out there talking that shit?
I don't dress crazy women, no man. They say what they want to say, but guess what? 9 times out of 10, he was talking about they ass for real, for real. He was describing they ass.
I agree. He definitely was talking about them.
But I ain't. Look, man. Rest in peace to his family, Miss Beverly. I like what you just said. I am trying to practice that. I don't wish harm or bad or nobody. I ain't celebrating nobody's death because you know one thing, mine is coming, and
Exactly.
so
Yes.
is yours, and so is yours, and so is the
Mhm.
next person. So you're laughing at Kevin and glad he died today. Your ass could be gone tomorrow.
And that's real. I say this. Um, I don't think anything he ever said was ever harsh enough for you to wish death or think that his death should be funny. Period. It was his thoughts. It was how he felt. It was his own personal opinion. If you took his words that hard, there's an issue with you. Period. If you took his words that hard, there really is an issue because nobody can say something that's gonna make me feel that way about him. Period. No matter what they say to me, I'm not gonna ever wish death on nobody. If I hear about him dying, I'm gonna probably feel bad about it because that's just you just don't want to hear that nowadays. We hear death is right up on us. We hear it so much. What we don't want to hear about is another person dying, and then what we have to stop, like Rock said before, is pitting ourselves against each other, black against black. We all both of us are black, women and men, and we don't. Y'all don't have to bash us and talk bad about it just because it's our opinion and how we feel about certain stuff. We don't do that to most women. We don't bash y'all for how y'all feel. Not we might have done it when we was younger, but now that we're older now, we don't because we understand that shit. How I feel is important to me. So shit, treat everybody the way you want to be treated. I just say, man, for the rest of y'all out there, man, if y'all don't think Kevin Samuel real, go watch his videos. And don't just watch the women videos. Go catch some of the men videos where he dogging out men. That way y'all can see whatever he felt is how he felt. He didn't sugarcoat it for us or y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we don't take it that way. Most real men don't take it that way when a man is coming down. Normally, we listening to it. We're trying to take in what we need to take from it. What we need to take from it. We understand that we can learn from anybody out there, any man, woman, whoever out there, child too, in some cases. But to sit up here and be foolish and sit up here and get mad for what he says, no, if it doesn't pertain to me, I'm not upset. I can't be upset about it. So all y'all that's upset, maybe he was talking to you. Other than that, man, we out. We'll see y'all next week.